Well guys, I finally have got a beautiful day outside with the sun shining. The ground's a little bit damp because we've had, of course, nothing but rain for the past week, I would say actually. But yeah, I saw the sun pop out and I thought, cool, I've got two big snakes that well, I consider them big, if you know what I mean, that really need to come on outside and get some of this beautiful sunshine on them. And I will, I don't know, endeavour to maybe bring Sia out a little later if of course it still remains lovely and sunny. And you know, don't get me wrong, the temps are beautiful, just perfect actually, at this time of the day, to, you know, have your snakes out and let them get some rays. And me too, I need some sunshine myself. I've been pretty much inside for the past week. And Jack's gonna go to the toilet like a good boy should when he comes outside. You know, another reason why I like to get them out. And Lily's checking on things at the moment. Just checking out everything. But you know, I've sort of had that, you know, I did the video with Tessa and people have sort of said, you know, well, it's good to know that, you know, I'm not the only one that's struggling with socialising my snake, basically. And, you know, young snakes. And some are older because people have gotten them when they're older as well. So it's not always a young snake. You know, it can be an older snake that you bring into your life that, you know, has not been socialised and can be as equally defensive around a human. And it can take time. And if not, more so as well, than starting with a young one and building up that relationship and that strong bond and trust with them, as you know that I have with Lily, and you also know I have with Mr. Go for a Wander Boy over there. But I do have that with these guys, even though Jack wasn't particularly keen on coming out. You know, he was still at the door. I just had to give him a bit of a prod to kind of say, well, come on, keep coming, and you're not staying in, we're going outside. And as you can see now, he says, well, cool, I'm outside, I'll go for a bit of a wander here, Mum, and check things out. But, you know, I don't want you to get discouraged and think to yourself, this is never going to happen. This snake is just not going to give it up. And I'm wasting my time. I've been trying for 6 months. And there might, and I hope you certainly notice that there are changes, whether they be the big changes or very subtle changes. They're there. From when you first got them to where you may be at now, even if it's been 6 months. And I guess what I'm saying is, even if they're only subtle changes, they're changes. And it's meaning that you're heading in the right direction, that you're doing something right, nothing wrong at all. They just do take a lot longer. And don't let anybody ever tell you that you're not doing it right. You know, you should have your snake well and truly socialised by this particular stage, or should be much more willing and not so nippy and and whatever, and that's not, oh, pick up this big lug here. That's not necessarily the case. They're all different, and they all take different time frames on adjusting and getting used to being handled. They're not all the same, and I wish that people would understand that snakes just are individuals, totally individuals in how they are going to respond to a human. And I'm not saying, that my way is the only way in which to do it. There are many ways that you could be socialising your snake. Whether you get them out every other day, whether you get them out a couple of times a week, you have to go with what you're feeling that your snake is the most comfortable with. And if you feel every other day is just way too much, don't do it. In actual fact, I think a couple of times a week is plenty enough initially. And then you could step it up to a few times a week. Once you start to feel that snake starting to adjust to you more and get used to you more, and you'll know if they are or they aren't. Just don't get discouraged. Don't let anybody tell you that snakes will never get used to you. They'll never adjust to you. They'll never, don't let anybody tell you that a snake cannot learn to trust you and learn to enjoy coming out of their... I'm sorry, I'm getting up and down. I'm having to, at this particular point, come to Lily, who wants to go in the opposite direction to which Jack actually is going. But that's my Lily. Are you going everywhere but where Jack is? Hey, is that what you're doing? But she's so heavy that I can't. That iridescence just looks amazing on her. Hey, you want to go everywhere but where Jack is going. That's the problem. When you bring two big snakes out, they don't want to comply with, well, let's hang out and stick close to Mum. I'll go this way, Jack, you go that way, and she can be following us everywhere and anywhere that we want to go. We can't stage anything with snakes, guys. There is no setting a scene. There is no telling them how to behave and what they need to do, and there's none of that when it comes to a snake. It's get them out and just hope that they'll hang around and you'll get them in shot and what have you, and that's certainly how it is for me with these two guys. But yeah, don't get discouraged no matter what it is that's thrown at you about snakes. Believe in what you believe in when it comes to snakes, how you want to care for them as well. That's what it is all about, is you doing it the way that you know is right and not by what anybody else is telling you that is right. I can't say anything other than that. If you believe a snake prefers to be, and Lily's just climbing right down my body to get right down to the ground, so I'm going to put her down there and let her head back over that way, because she will, I think, and then I can grab, of course, Jack and bring him back over. I think Jack likes the rubbish bins. He always seems to head into that direction for some reason. And my battery's been flashing low battery for a little while, so it could probably just turn off on me at any minute now. So yeah guys, keep your chin up with your snakes. Be confident as who you are, as somebody that keeps snakes. You be confident about your care of them, and don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe when it comes to caring for your snakes. Don't ever let anybody browbeat you into believing that you should do it this way because this is what snakes like. You know your snake. You've seen, you've watched plenty of videos. You can see for yourself, you know, what they do and what they don't, and that's all I can say to you. Be strong, be confident, be proud that you take wonderful care of your snakes and that you love them. And if you don't get support with it, I'm here and I'll support you 100% in your beliefs that these make wonderful pets to have in your life. They're not scary, they're not anything to be afraid of, and they make amazing pets, companions. They absolutely do. So guys, I'm not going to make this a long video. You should all take care of yourself, your family, and of course if you have your snakes, take care of your snakes. So let's ciao, as now Lily goes to the toilet for me, which is good because now I can take them inside, especially Lily, and know she's going to be cool when she goes home and not going to be looking at being distressed when I put her back because she hasn't made it to the toilet yet. So guys, it is a wrap, as they would say in the big world of Hollywood, which we are not Hollywood. We are just on YouTube, guys. Ciao.